So just to give you guys a little bit of my background, I've been blind since I was 2. I had retinoblastoma, which is cancer in the eyes, bilateral retinoblastoma. Um, I went to Baltimore City public schools where back at that time we called them vision teachers or vision resource centers. That's how I was able to learn how to read Braille, learn how orientation and mobility. Back then, we also learned Optagon. I'm not sure how relevant that is still to this day, but we had learned the basics of print, how to sign my name. And I was in Baltimore City public schools all the way until I graduated 12th grade. I then went to Morgan State University, graduated from there in 2006, and going to Morgan State was it was kind of challenging because they did have a resource center there, but I was the first blind person that went there, so they had to find ways to help me get the resources that I need. So it was a lot of the teachers helped with like finding books on Amazon, on CD for me, and then they also hired students to read the textbooks for me. So that kind of is how I was able to make it all the way through and graduate. Actually, be the first person in my family to graduate from college. Um, I worked for Legal Aid Bureau here in Maryland. I'm sorry, I worked for Easy Pass here in the state of Maryland for about a year and a half. And then I got into the Randolph Shepherd program. And Randolph Shepherd is a program that is for the blind. You have to be blind to go through the program. You get your business license, and you can own a coffee shop, a gift shop, a cafeteria. These businesses are all usually in federal buildings and some state buildings. I started out in a cafeteria at a courthouse here in the state of Maryland, and then I went to a small convenience store, think of like a 7-Eleven, in the Social Security Administration here. And I was in Randolph Shepherd I was in business for 8 years for myself. And then the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened, because I was in Social Security, all the federal employees went home, so that took away all of my business. We typically have a annual meeting in Randolph Shepherd, and my boss, John Perret, came and was looking for someone for the Independence Market Manager position. I jumped at the opportunity because I kind of thought it was like a parallel to what I was doing already, inventory, managing employees, and just kind of steering the ship. I love being in the independence market. I think for me, I feel like the independence market is kind of like one of the crown jewels of the NFB because we make a difference on the grounds, like for the members who and individuals who need materials in Braille, talking, whatever assistive materials that they may need to operate on a day-to-day basis. And so that's how I ended up here.
Thank you very much.